to a certain extent, we've always tried, especially the films me and Simon made, Paul as well, and Cuban Fury, and then the ones I did with Edgar and Simon. It was about making us laugh and making our mates laugh, and just a group of friends who just wanted to have fun and make a film and have a laugh. And, you know, we love zombie films, and now we get a chance to make our own zombie film. And we love cop film, and now we're making Hot Fuzz. And I think it was only when we did the American press tour for Hot Fuzz, I think, did we realize how successful Shaun of the Dead had been, you know?
Right.
Because it was like when we did our tour we did such massive press tours for these films. You wouldn't do them these days, but like for Shaun of the Dead, we did 28 American cities in 35 days or something like that, you know? Wow. And then for Hot Fuzz, we did exactly the same thing. And for World's End, funnily enough. But like when we went to do Shaun of the Dead, we'd come to introduce the screening, and no one would really clap, no one would know us, and you'd get a few people saying, "Whoa, space!" But then afterwards, they'd love the film, so people would go bonkers.
Right.
But it was when we did Hot Fuzz, when we had to go and introduce the film every night. The cinemas were fucking rammed, and everyone went absolutely mental every time we went to introduce a screening. And it was like, whoa, you know, people fucking love Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, one of my favorites. I've seen it 100 times. I'm a big horror movie fan. If you came to my house, you'd see Return of the Living Dead, Fright Night, Evil Dead posters. That's just kind of like who I am. You know, I love that stuff.
I love it.
Yeah. Do you think that it's sort of like, do you miss that camaraderie, that just trying to make each other laugh on set? And then what happens is, inadvertently or ultimately, you get famous, and then people start wanting you in their own projects. But now you're not working with these same people who you live off of and riff off of. And does that do you kind of like when you're on another movie set, you're probably like, I want every movie set to be like Shaun of the Dead. I want the jokes to always be coming, and they're not always like that.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say no. I mean, as much as I love working with Edgar and Simon, and I would be nothing without those films and without the chance and the gamble that those guys took on me as a performer, you know, never having acted before. You know, I'm aware that I'd be the area manager of 6 𝐃𝐞𝐚𝐝 Mexican restaurants right now.
Right.
But, you know, it's also when you're friends like that, and the more films you do, the more money you give them to make the films, the pressure gets more and more and more. So,
right.
You know, friendships creak. It's difficult, you know.